young. Let me move back. And a good used piano would cost $500, $600, $700 probably. So you got that. Now, next you have to find a teacher. You have to find a teacher to teach you piano. And that would probably be about $25 a week or about $100 a month. So have you got that kind of money? Maybe mom and daddy do. And let's see. Oh yeah, you're going to need some music books, to learn how to play all those songs. And they usually cost about $5 each. So you're going to need 4 or 5 of those. Do you still want to play the piano? Yes. Okay. So, but that's not all of it. You've got your piano, you've got your teacher, you've got your music. But most, what, Emily? Okay. But something else you're going to need, every piano teacher wants you to practice at least an hour every day. That cuts into your playtime, doesn't it? That might cut into your practicing sports. So there'll be times, if you've learned to play the piano, when you'll be in the house playing, going over all those songs, and your friends will be out playing. Still want to play? Okay. And let me tell you something else, boys. This is not right, but this is the way it is. When other guys see you carrying your piano books, they're going to call you sissies. Ain't that terrible? But that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So if you want to play the piano, you have to be willing to pay the cost. And make sure you're willing to pay the price. So it's not just money, it's time and a lot of other things. Did you know that Jesus said the same thing to some of his disciples that he wanted to follow him? He did. He told them that if they wanted to follow him, they had to pay the cost. They couldn't, some of them had to leave their families. Some of them had to give up their jobs so that they could follow Jesus. And he told them, he said, some people are going to laugh at you and make fun of you and call you names because you're following me. And some people might even want to hurt you. So they had to count the cost and make sure they were willing to pay the cost. Now, a lot of people today want to follow Jesus. They join the church, they're baptized, but then you don't see them much anymore. They don't realize that there's a price to pay when you become a Christian and you join the church. You need to come to Sunday school. You need to come to church. You need to come Wednesday night to GAs and RAs and those things. So, being a true follower of Jesus is not always easy. And some of you up here have already asked Jesus into your heart. You've been baptized. So, I hope that you're willing to pay the cost, pay the price. And some of you are because you're here this morning. And that's wonderful. You were in Sunday school, and that's wonderful. So, it's not always easy being a follower of Jesus. For adults, for young folks too, we have to consider the cost. Because Jesus told us it wouldn't be easy. All right, let's have our prayer. Dear Jesus, it's sometimes so easy to say that we want to follow you, but we don't consider the cost. And just help each of us to remember that and to follow you every day and do the best we can in each day of our life. These things we ask in your name. Amen.